Hey everyone, I'm Bill. I'm with Cali Moto TV. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the garage where we finally have a little bit of time, a little bit of break in work to do some work on the Streetfighter. Now I've got two boxes, one going on Saturday and one going on today. Now the Saturday project, I can't wait. I've been waiting for weeks. I've been actually waiting for about a month to get the bottom box put on because it's been at paint and I just haven't had the time. But today we're gonna be putting on and installing the new Power Bronze windscreen onto the Streetfighter. Now, as you guys read in the title, I'm a firm believer. This is gonna be about function over beauty. Now I've mocked this up and I've looked at it and I'm all about beauty on this bike, so it's probably not going to stay on the bike, so don't panic. I'll take it off. But I may keep it for a track day because it may be functional. Now, it's very similar to, if you guys know Bogna's BMW S1000R. She has the MRA windscreen. She absolutely loves this thing. But over here on the Streetfighter, we've got nothing. So we've got the Power Bronze windscreen here. And I'll say I've mocked it up and I looked at it. And like I said, I didn't really like the look of it. But we're going to get it installed. You guys don't need much tools. You're going to need a 6mm hex. You're going to need a 3mm hex. This is to put this together. And a torque wrench. Because where we are going to be mounting this, and Power Bronze was pretty clever with how they're mounting it, is they're mounting it to the fork axle bolts here and here to brace the windscreen up here. So let's get this camera on a tripod. Let's get this thing installed. Then we're gonna get it out into the daylight, take a look at how this thing looks, and then we're gonna get on the ride and see how functional it is for you guys commuters, because I think that's where this is gonna fall into. So next up. All right, you guys, so we're gonna get everything mounted up. It should be fairly easy. Now, what I've done is I've gone ahead and pre-mounted the windshields to the brackets. So you see there's two brackets, there's 4 windshield bolts, which is gonna mount to the bracket. And what I've done is I've kind of left everything a little bit loose. So this way it's a little bit easier when we get it on, we start to tighten things down, we can kind of tighten everything as it fits. Now, one thing that I kind of noticed when I mocked this up originally is these touch a little bit. So depending on where we mount it and where it ends up kind of seating, we're going to just see how it all mounts up and everything. So I'm going to bring the camera a little bit closer to show you guys how it mounts up and everything. But like I said, what I found was easier, instead of mounting the mounts, then assembling the windshield. Assemble the windshield first, then assemble and the mounts, then put it on the bike, okay? All right, so the first step after you assemble the windshield and the brackets all together, I did leave the windscreen bolts just a little bit loose from tightening them all the way down. We'll get them all tightened down at the end. But the 2 bolts that you're going to be removing, and I decided to do one at a time when I kind of mocked it up. So this is going to be your 6mm hex or Allen wrench, and I have it just on a little 3/8 socket with a little bit of an extension. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and pull this bolt completely out. The torque specs for Power Bronze says like 100 nanometers. So when I torque them back up, I'm going to convert that to foot-pounds because I'm American and I don't know metric. I'll admit it. I ain't going to lie. You'll see that they give you new screws because obviously we need some length because of the bracket. So we're going to go ahead and take the bracket, and what I found was that I can put one side on at a time. So you'll see here, this can kind of go in and start threading through. And because we're doing it this way, we've got a little bit of room on this other side. So it's kind of on for now. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and pop off the other side. I don't know if it matters. I kind of felt like the bolt needed to be in there. I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. But now that we have that bolt in there, I'm going to go ahead and pull the other bolt off. So this will expose the other fork tube. And I don't know, someone maybe will tell me I'm right about the torque of the top or what, 9 or something. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just kind of rambling right now. Oh, the Power Bronze windshield, by the way, was about $120 shipped to the US. It was like 95 euros or something. Again, a metric. I don't know what all that means, so I apologize. So what we're gonna do is you'll notice that once it seats in, it sets up a little bit real close to my reservoir, and I don't think that we can adjust it up or down. So what we are going to do is we're gonna kind of just hand tighten this for now, just to kind of get it tight, mocked up, and then we'll take a look at it. Just a couple little quick turns, just to kind of make it happy and get it to seat in. And so we'll see that the top is so tight. It's so tight, but I don't know. I mean, this was like the first view that I got of this thing, and I just wasn't impressed with the look. It made the thing kind of look a little dorky. But it's function, right? It's function over it. For you guys commuters that commute on this, and I know some of you guys are going to be like, people commuting, trust me, comment down below. I know you guys are commuters out there. So I think this is going to be a functional mod for you guys, for you canyon carvers, people like me that we're up on the canyons all the time. I complain about the wind, but I don't think that I would complain about it enough not to have this on. I mean, I'd rather take the wind than have that on. So let's get this thing torqued up and everything, and then we'll get it out in the sun. We'll do a little walk around, and then we'll get out on the road and see how the wind protection is. All right, guys, so I've got my pound-feet of torque wrench, and I don't know what a nanometer is, but I looked it up, and it's apparently a Newton meter. And we're converting not 100 Newton meters, but 22 Newton meters to 16 pound-feet of torque. I'm telling you guys, it's just been one of those days. It's one of those weeks. It's a little wacky. But we are doing 16 and a half pound-feet of torque, or 22 Newton meters of torque. So we're going to get it right on the bolt and clickety-click. I want to find a new torque wrench, you guys. What's a good torque wrench? I want one of those electric ones that give me the beep. Oh. Bink bink. So right now I just get the clickety click, but I think I want to step it up. I think I want to get the beep. Not that I miss the click, because I grew up with the click. Oh, one more. What? There it is, there it is. All right, so we've got 16 pound-feet of torque, or 22 Newton meters, and so everything's nice and tight. Let's get it cleaned up. Let's get out in the driveway next to the Super Beast, and let's do a little B-roll around it. All right, you guys, so, you know, from the cockpit, it really doesn't look that bad, you know, but the aesthetics of when you just come out here, this is when it really, I think it's just weird looking, because the windshield almost looks like the same shape as the nose, so it's like you're seeing double. But I wanted to get you guys a nice cold start. I know you guys have been asking about, helps to turn it on, I guess, about the tune and the exhaust, and as of right now we don't have tunes available. So the bike has a self-adjusting ECU, so as you hear the bike kind of revving right now and kind of how it's idling, this is only when it's cold start. I mean, we're talking, you know, cold, right? But when it starts to get warmed up, the ECU adjusts this thing so well. I mean, it runs really well once it gets heated up. So for you guys that have been asking, and you know, I know that Aero has released a specific exhaust for the 2020 Streetfighter, I'll tell you, I prefer this exhaust over it personally. I like the big yellow arrow. I like how it actually comes up a little bit more into that heel rest. I don't know. I know that I've had a couple of people ask me about this system comparatively to the new system, and my opinion is I like this system better. But today we're talking about the windscreen, so we're going to take you guys up the freeway and see how this thing does wind-wise. So my hopes is to be able to keep my visor open. So kind of where I'm sitting and position-wise right now, you know, we're kind of right about the bottom of my chin, right around my center of my chest is where it's kind of hitting right now. So it's kind of hitting in a decent position. Oh, and my hazard lights are on. But let's get out through town and let's see how this thing does. I think it's probably weird for some of you viewers. I'm not sure that many of you have seen me ever leave my house before. Usually we're up at Berryessa, so it's rare that I kind of do these videos where I'm going through my little town of Dixon, but here we go. And you know, I don't have my earplugs or my noise-canceling headphones in. I forgot just how loud this bike is. Jesus, woo! I love it. Again, not about the exhaust, but just something else, guys. Just something else. So just, you know, at a low speed, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and, just this time, it's very rare that you guys get to see my Speedo. Maybe I'll tell you in another video why I tape off my Speedo, but I think some of you guys might know. But, oh man. It's not really coming off that well. I do have a screen protector on there, so I think the tape is just sticking to it, so my apologies. At least we get a little speed reference for you guys. So here at 35 miles an hour, very little wind. I can kind of feel it off my chest. I kind of feel it a little bit towards my chin. Dutch Bros, my little Dutch Bros here. Look at that dog, so cute. Bang, bang, baby, bang, bang. This thing's got something with second, man. It loves second. Gives me a little fireball. So we don't live too far off the freeway. So Highway 80 is right there. So we're actually going to go up and we're going to head south towards San Francisco. Because although there isn't much traffic right now, the traffic would be coming from San Francisco to Sacramento. So we're going to go counter traffic, try to give you guys a little bit of speed. And I think what we'll do is we'll just go up a couple exits, loop around, and head back home. Welcome back to normal operating temperature, and we're a little bit high on our speed, but where we are kind of right now, I don't know. My windscreen is down. It did flop down, but I feel like the wind is really kind of hitting my head right now. So like I'm taking my hand and I kind of like trying to feel where the wind is, and it's hitting right about the chin. So it's deflecting all the wind off my body, which is nice because there's no big parachute.
but it's kind of directing it right into my head. So with the vlog camera, it's a little bit heavy in my vlog camera. Now I feel a little bit more towards my legs as well, which is a little bit odd that I kind of feel it on the top part of the legs. But I think that's deflecting it down. And I don't know, it's just it's kind of wild to describe. It's hard to describe because of course it's got this bubble around. So the wind, you know, I don't feel any wind in here. There I get it. There I get it. There I get it. So you kind of see where my hand starts to move. So I've got this little bubble around me where of course the windscreen is working. A little bit of vent through here, but nothing much. But you know, as soon as I get out there, so that's hitting, you know, when my glove comes back on where that's parting it out, it's kind of hitting right around my head, right around my shoulders. My arms obviously are still taking a little bit of a hit. But what's weird is the legs feel like they're taking even more of a hit, especially with these wings. Now, I've talked about the wings on how they they push my legs out towards the outside. So, the first reaction to having the windscreen is a little bit different. It's good, but what it's done is kind of a good exit, is it's created this kind of bubble around. So if I come, you know, it's almost, you know, it projects it up almost like here. So in my arms, I'm still getting it, but it's projecting it through here. I don't feel it down here, but I feel it down in my legs. So it's kind of like bouncing it off towards the bottom fairings. But at lower speeds, at like 30 miles an hour, man, this is pleasant. Not that there's that much wind at 30 miles an hour. You know, really, we're seeking wind protection at, you know, that 60, 70 mile an hour freeway speed. So I'll take it down a teeny bit on the way back. For you guys that know California, our flow of traffic tends to be somewhat high, 75, 80 degrees, or miles an hour. So I'll try to stay here in the slow lane and keep a little bit to more of the flow of traffic, a little bit more traffic this way, as you can see. But right now it's actually quite pleasant. Very, very pleasant right now, actually, so much that the windscreen is open right now and I can feel the wind in my face, but I can get that deciding factor right around the outside of that glow. It feels decent, you know, just traveling at 70 miles an hour. It actually feels like it's helping quite a bit. And yeah, I feel like it's hitting right around that mid windscreen, because if I close the windscreen about halfway, no wind is getting in my visor. It's when I click it to like the third one up, it clicks in, and then I hit that wind. So I think it's just around mid visor is where that wind starts to pick up. Somewhat impressed, a little bit better now that I'm kind of maybe traveling more the flow, get out from behind some wind of some drafts, some cars, where I'm taking a little bit more hit. But again, I'm taking it in the shoulders and not necessarily in the chest, which is really nice. I dig it. I don't mind it, guys. Of course, function-wise, I don't mind it. It'll come back off because, of course, I love my look, you guys. I love the look of this thing. But function-wise, I think you guys will see it back on for our track day in August in a few, about 3 weeks out. I think you guys will see it on, because I think it'll be helpful to get tucked behind. Because right now, when I get up over 150, 130 miles an hour, man, this thing just blows me away. So I think it'll be nice to be able to get into tuck behind it. God, I absolutely love this thing, you guys. Absolutely love it. I've got some adjustments coming for the quad lock, so if you guys have seen the quad lock, if you guys are interested in, I don't know, maybe I'll just make some quick references to it. This is the basic mount, and I had to buy risers to get it to move over, and then I'm also gonna buy, I also bought the adjustment. So far I don't mind it. I don't know why the phone's in my pocket. I should have really mounted it there, but it's pretty decent. If you guys have some questions about the quad lock, let me know. I'll have that thing mounted up for this weekend's ride. Not sure where we're going. I got to get my tires sorted out. I was supposed to head up to Reno yesterday, but that kind of fell through. So I've got to get the tires sorted out, because my rear tire is gone, absolutely gone. When we get back to the house, we'll take one quick look at this thing. I think final verdict, I can say I don't mind it. If you're a commuter, I think you'll enjoy it. But if you guys are Canyon guys and you're looking for look over function, then I think that I think you guys will be a little less happy with it. So let's get off this thing, and yeah, I don't know. I just don't. I just the look. It just is. It's just killed. I hate it. Fantastic paint job. Thank you, Eddie, over at Shred Dog Hydrographic. This is paint. If this is the first time here, you guys, this is all paint. This is no logos. In fact, here, this is why you go to some place that's quality. Because, see, there's no, it's all, everything is just, it's all perfect. It's so nice. There's no lips and edges and stuff like that, but gorgeous job, Eddie, with Shred Dog. Thank you. Power Bronze windscreen, about $110 shipped to the U.S. Pretty easy to mount. Take you about 5-10 minutes to do. Nothing major. Remember, you're torquing it down to 22 Newton meters, which is 16 pound-feet of torque for the front. I don't know. You know, this is going to come out pretty quickly. Comment down below, should I keep it on or should I keep it off? Comment down below and let me know. Maybe for the next ride, maybe I'll keep it on for one ride and then I'll take it back off. So comment down below. As always, hit that subscribe button, smash the like button. You guys know like buttons are more important than you know right now with YouTube. So please smash the like buttons and comments. And we'll see you next video. Thanks guys for sticking around. Bye-bye.